Welcome to the Exceptional One channel. Today I'm going to discuss this topic. I was saying I was going to do it at some point, but this is I've been saying a lot of players making mistakes, and I definitely need to do a video about it. So I'm going to talk today about a goalkeeper, what it takes to be very good goalkeeper, right? So in order to be a good goalie, you have to have trust from your teammates, especially defenders, right? And there's no way also a great goalie, you need your defenders to be pretty good. They have very, very, very few exceptions that you see defenders are bad or terrible and the goalie is still good, because it's vice versa. Defenders can make a goalie better, and the goalie also, once the defenders are better, he make you a good goalie, right? So let's talk about it. To be a great goalie, you have to have your ability. You have to be a leader, right? You have to be able to lead. So when even when I play defenders, I used to play defense, but I'm playing as a striker now. But when you're playing in defense, you listen to your goalie, right? Your goalie, he is behind you, so he's have a better picture than all of you. So when he talks, you listen. Sometimes you might be, as a defender, your opponent, you have like a winger or a striker behind you, but you didn't see him. The goalie can communicate that to you. So it's very, very important to listen to your the goalkeeper, right? Sometimes he will say, okay, line up this way, such and such. It's just like how the defensive center back talks directly to his defensive midfield, because he's behind them and he has a better view than anybody. So before, when I even used to play defensive midfield, I have my center back always telling me, okay, line up this way. So when we are dropping, you need to tell us like, okay, the line stop right there. So we stop, because he already have, as a defender, he already have his line somewhere. So you don't want to be dropping too much either. So it's very important to let your goalie lead. But again, you cannot be a terrible goalkeeper and trying to tell your defense certain things, because they are not going to listen to you, right? So this is just reality. Another thing is, you have to be able to, there has to be trust, okay? Trust and communication, very, very important, okay? So the thing is, when you are a defender, especially, let's say the ball comes from your opponent and you have a striker who's running, right, and you chasing him. Let's say sometime you lined up, and for some reason you're supposed to have offside, but you didn't, and the striker, the opponent, taking the ball and going to score. Guess who's going to bail you out? The goalkeeper, right? You don't have many people. How many defenders have been in that situation, right? And then they're looking behind, they was like, oh my God, he's going to go and score. And then the goalie came out of nowhere and saved them, right? This is very, very important. So if you're playing very well and the goalie bail you out like that, next time what will happen? You never know. Sometimes goalies, they come out early from their post. He comes early, he makes a mistake. As a defender, you have to bail him out as well. That's how it's supposed to work, okay? Trust, communication. But you always need to communicate. When you, as a goalie, when you're coming out of your post, you let your defenders know you're coming out, right? How many times haven't you seen, like in a professional game, and they coming out, the goalie is coming out, and the defender is still working, trying to clear the ball, and by the time he's looking at behind him, the ball is already in, and he's wondering like, what is the goalkeeper doing here? He shouldn't be here, because you know why? He didn't communicate when he was coming out of his post. Because if he did, the defender will go and back him up just in case he gets past, so that the defender can save the goal, right? It's very, very important to do that. Okay, I can even give you well, maybe I'll give it to you at the end of the video. I will mention some of the best goalkeeper I think there is right now, and maybe even in the past. Also, as a goalie, you have to be able to play both feet, left and right foot. You have to be, because let's say you are right-footed, and then the striker, the opponent, he's coming, he's pressuring you, right, on your right foot. Maybe you cannot go to your right anymore. Now you have to clear the ball with your left foot, right? And if you don't do that, you're not comfortable with that, it might even lead to a goal, right? Even I will give you Alison, the Liverpool goalkeeper. This is something he cannot do. For some reason, he cannot kick, right? Whether he's a right or left foot, he cost Liverpool a lot of goals last season, right? And I heard Jurgen Klopp, it looks like he brought another former Brazilian coach or something to help him. I don't know. They definitely need to do that. So again, you have to be able to kick as a goalkeeper. You don't know how to kick, you cannot be a goalie. Okay, because you can't always rely on your defender to kick for you. So it's very, very important. And I will mention some of my, if not the best goalkeepers in the world right now. To me, you have All Black at Atletico, right? Very good goalkeeper. Because he's playing, if All Black was at maybe even a Real Madrid, or even if he was at the Barcelona, when Messi was still there, when they were winning a lot, right? Very good goalkeeper. You will see different result, right? Or even if All Black was at Manchester City, it will be a different outcome. Very good goalie, All Black. I will think All Black and David De Gea at Manchester United. I put them up top there. They haven't won Champions League, but I still think they are very good goalkeepers, right? You want to be a very good goalkeeper, trying to watch those two. And maybe the third one, I will have Neuer from Bayern Munich. He's not too bad. Okay. Again, all these three goalies I'm mentioning, when you look at the defense, it's not always great, right? When you look at Neuer, he is one of the exceptions. You remember when I said earlier that you might have bad defense, but the goalie will still be good. That's the case with Neuer at Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, since I've been watching them, they haven't had any very good defense, but the offense is terrific, right? So they offset with that because they don't have good defense, but they make sure they score. And Neuer have bailed them out so many times, but again, at some point when the defense start getting so bad, like there's nothing you can do as a goalkeeper. So you see, that's why it's been quite some time now. Bayern Munich, they haven't won Champions League now. Okay, so they have a new coach. We'll see how it will go this season, if the defense they have this season. Another good goalie is I will say Ederson too at Manchester City. Very good goalkeeper, right? So Ederson, you see, last season he was terrific with Manchester City, right? A lot of people don't mention him, but he was the main reason they won the Premier League. He's been very consistent. I will have to say that, right? Whether he's on set pieces or whether it's a corner kick, foul, or making a wall, things like that, he's very good at it. Okay, so Ederson at Manchester City, very good goalkeeper. Maybe Ter Stegen too at Barcelona. He's not bad. Okay, but to me, he's not as great at All Black or De Gea. So this is just my opinion. Then the one that are coming up now, some of those goalies who are not great yet, but maybe if they work harder, they might make it. I would say Mandy from Chelsea. But again, Mandy he had a lot of improvement. He need to work on a lot of things. It's a new club, Chelsea. It's going to take him time to adjust to the Premier League as well. But Mandy, especially, remember that game against West Ham? And that goal he scored, that goal he conceded, like he's coming out of his post, right? Every time you try to come out of your post, you always going to make sure like one angle is always safe, right? The ball will never go. So let's say, for example, here's the post, right? So you coming out, it's a set piece, right? It's coming, maybe it's a cross coming in from the left wing, and you are a goalie. You want to come out. So when you coming out, you need to make sure the ball cannot go in, especially on your right side, right? It cannot go in. You have to protect that. You have to close that angle completely. He didn't, so he was so sure he was coming out, right? And maybe to save the ball, and then he just went in. So by the time he's coming out, he realizing, the ball is going back in. And by the time he didn't react quick enough, and they conceded. It was a bad goal to concede, right? And it cost Chelsea the 3 point. So when usually a goalie does that, what does that tell you? He does not trust his defenders, right? Chelsea defense has been very, very shaky lately. Like I've been saying, the system the manager is playing, I'm not a fan of that system, but it's going to cost him, and he doesn't seem to change. Let's see how long he's going to keep playing like that. Okay, so that's Mandy. Then you have Alison also at Liverpool. He makes so many mistakes, and I cannot put him in a category of those top goalkeepers. Okay, so until he improves with his footing, right? Learn how to kick. Until then, no, I'm not going to put him in there. And then he has other bad decisions he makes also. He just come out of it. Usually when he come out of his post, he doesn't even inform his defenders. So he always surprises them. So that's why I've been saying there's trust communication issue. At Liverpool, I've been a fan. You can tell. Just look at the body language. They do not trust each other. They just don't trust one another, right? For some reason. I don't think they trust Alison enough because he made so many mistakes. But Alison also is looking at the defense like he bailed them out for so many times. The defense, Liverpool defense, they are usually all over the place, right? So it's a big issue. They are winning games right now, but Jurgen Klopp is going to have to sort that out. And nobody seems to talk about it. But like I say, I've been a long-term fan. So I know watching them. So this is something he definitely needs to improve on. So those are the list of some of the good goalkeepers I think right now. And as I said, it doesn't have to be, even if a goalie never won a Champions League, he's still a goalkeeper. You don't necessarily need to win a Champions League to be considered a good goalie. There are good ones out there, even who play for bad teams, but they're still good. But you put them with a top team, they will even perform better, and they might even win something with that team. So I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching the Exceptional One channel.